Hey everybody, this is my 1980 International Scout. This is an original owner truck, and it lived in the eastern Washington, kind of Wenatchee, Washington area for just about all of its life. We picked it up after it had been sitting for about probably at least 20 years. We met with the original owner and dug it out of an old work barn that he had. He had a bunch of other vehicles in there, and we ended up with this one and a couple others. But it's a fun project. It's definitely a cool car. It's got a lot of character to it. So we'll point out some flaws. We'll go through what we did mechanically and cosmetically, but it's certainly not lacking in blemishes, but it's definitely a rare piece. So this one has I believe it's the last year International did diesel, and Nissan manufactured the diesels on this. This is a 3.3. And then it's also got a 4-speed manual transmission. So, and it's 4-wheel drive. So mechanically, when we got it, we obviously put a battery in it, but we ended up taking the injection pump out and taking it down to a place to rebuild it. And I've got the paperwork on that. We did the fuel filters, we drained the fuel lines, the fuel tank, but we still can't really get it to run the way that it's supposed to. It smokes quite a bit, and it seems to be underpowered. So, but it runs, drives, stops. It does everything, but it just needs. It honestly, it probably needs injectors to really get it to liven up. So, let's see. Oh, we did a brake master cylinder. So, I'll shut the hood here. And then we did a oil change also, diesel oil change. So I've got two grills for it. I've got the square headlight grill. And so I'll just kind of make a blanket statement. This is kind of what you're going to see across the truck. So it's got some deeper rust, mainly back here in the corner. It almost kind of looks like Bondo, maybe. That's starting to flake off. You can actually see a little bit of good metal right in there. So that might be better than what I thought it was. And then stuff like this on the rear. You got a decent ding right there. And then I'm not exactly sure what happened on the back of this tailgate. So it's been repainted. It seems like at different times during its life, so in different spots, things like this, you know. But it's got a cool aesthetic to it, regardless. It's definitely seen some use, but I think that adds to the overall character. And then you got some stuff right there, so that's kind of flaking, peeling. But it's actually pretty solid. Then this fender's pretty bad. It's probably got some Bondo in it. But I think as far as, you know, the truck goes, I think the power plant it's a unique power plant. So the diesel's pretty hard to get, and just being an original owner, the rally package, last year the diesel, and then the interior, we didn't do a heck of a lot. We just did the rear seat, and we did the front buckets. The rest of it was pretty much as is. So the door panels, this is exactly how we got it. We just detailed it, and That's a new piece right on top of the shift knob there. That's the original for the transfer case. So here's another cool thing about this. It does not leak. And I don't know if this top has ever been off, but we are certainly not going to take it off. You got a little bit of rust right in there. But again, now that I'm looking at this, it's not nearly as bad as I thought. And then inside these channels, those are actually really clean. Sorry, I'm going a little fast. And then even the drip channels, these are all really nice. This side too, that's just some dirt. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. So there's nothing rusting out in there, that's just dirt. Then on the top, you can see a little bit of corrosion up there. But all in all, I mean, even this faux little wood is in good shape. It's got one little blemish on the other side, but it's not even a blemish, just missing a little bit there. To release the hood, we do not have the knob right there, so you've got to pull on that to release the hood. And then I have this engine shutoff knob, so to turn this truck off, you've got to pull this lever. So it looks like a knob like this, but I've got that knob somewhere. I looked for it all morning. And I think that's really the only thing that we're missing on the truck. It's got a cool little dash. You know, the sun visors are in really nice shape. It's overall, I mean, this was kept in a, I said a work barn. It was actually like a work building. I should have pictures of it, actually. I do have pictures of it when we first got it, so I'll put those in the photo gallery. So concrete floors in there, and but the bottom of the doors, you know, these are in pretty good shape. They're not cracking. There's just a little bit of surface rust. And then the same thing with this seat up. No, that's good metal right there. I don't know if you can... So the floors are good. The frame's just got some surface rust on it, but the frame's in really nice shape. And then these rally wheels, or the turbine wheels, I believe these were stock to it. We got these as a set of extras in the sale when we got it, but we just painted them and put some new tires on them. The other ones were just the white wagon wheels that everybody has. And then the hubs work great too. These are Warn hubs. I'm sorry, International hubs. So I think some injectors would do a lot of good to the truck. We just have to move on from it. So I hope you guys like it. We'll go for a ride.